What is going on, guys? I'm the White Guy. Today we are playing some more MX versus ATV Reflex, and we are checking out a track called a Hybrid made by the C4 Detonator. And if you guys have stuck around my channel for any amount of time, you'll know the C4 Detonator is definitely one of the better track creators out there. He does amazing work, and if you're watching, man, thanks. You do really good work in these tracks. They're really well put together. As the description says, I'm probably script pretty bad as I'm trying to write what I'm reading the description here. If we can, just kind of take a second to read this. Mess thanks to Dark Sides Fly, Lucas Oil, and Red Bull Overhang Gates, and Yellow Supercross SpongeBob's, and Red Rider made some banners for it to make it look more polished, he says. Want to get those in so people get credit where credit is due. And yeah, the rest is just kind of describing the track as a mix of supercross rhythms and nationals, elevation changing, momentum-based sections, so it should be a pretty cool track. So far, I already really do like it. I like that there's that nice hill in the background, there's some good scenery going on there. I like that berm just literally being built into the side of the hill right there. That's really cool. Let's send it over the triple there, and these are going to... Is that a rhythm or whoops? I think that's a rhythm. Okay. It's a nice little berm right there again. I don't know why I slammed into the brakes so hard, but there's a... I don't know if it's supposed to be a tire tap or what, but that is a very aggressive looking Dragon's back there with a crossover jump, so that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can get down here. I think this is where it becomes more of a nationals type deal here, which is why I have the bike sort of tuned in the middle between acceleration and top end. Which is hopefully going to work out pretty well here. There's a little bump up right there. Nice. And then we're going to tire tap over this. Oh, that's going to be an over jump. But we hung on to it somehow. And there's a nice little thing there, so she scraped the finish line. And cut back over. This is a really cool track. I like this. This is really neat. Nice. Let's see if we can actually get a decent lap in here before we start going off the rails a bit. No. Let's get it back to go. We hit the SpongeBob right there, didn't we? Yes, we did. Let's get over that. And as long as this lap's already been derailed by that SpongeBob, I can start talking about other stuff. So, hope you guys liked the couple MX Simulator videos I posted. Cause I started playing that a little bit more, try and get a little bit better at it for future videos. And I might try and do some multiplayer if you guys are interested. We could do multiplayer races and see how those go. I've been doing those recently too to see where I stack up against other people and that. And I've gotten a couple not completely last place finishes in those, so let me know if you're interested in seeing that. I could try and make something of that happen. And wait, is that actually a crossover jump? I actually can't tell now. I do like the little launch down there, and then you step over. Triple, please. Ooh, almost made a triple there. This is a very well looking polished track. This would be neat to see try and run this in MX Simulator. It'd be kind of neat, but ooh, just in case that's super hard. This is a very well made track. Like everything's polished, all the objects and everything. This is better than like the stock tracks that come with the game. Let's see here if we can bump up. There we go. Yeah, look, there's like all these nice little banners and everything. It's very well done. And all the textures work well. All the jumps are fairly smooth if you're not screwing up because you're trying to commentate at the same time. But let's see if we can actually get ourselves back together here. We'll just slow down, double that. There we go. I like those little hump over things on the inside right there. You have to bump up on it. Checks your speed a little bit so you can't just try and rail them at full power. And we're going to try and triple. Yes, we can. Those berms do a pretty good job right there. I think that's a rhythm that we just hit, like, whoops. And another berm there. Does a good job. Bounce over. And, okay, that's a better line through there. That's how you're supposed to hit that. They can bobble down off of that and try and click this triple to go. Yes, there we go. That's what we needed. Bounce over that, and keep the throttle on full power. There we go. Hit that triple. Then we gotta let off as we bump over that. There we go. That's a really neat hill there. You can it's sort of like a scrub hill maybe, and we didn't quite make it all the way over that. I do like a little bump up right there. And we can jump back down here. This is a very cool track. I want to see if I can beat a minute 14 on this lap though. Ooh, get to case that just a little bit, but that was just so we could scrub off speed earlier. It's definitely intentional. And tire tap. Out. Here we go. And get over that berm. Step on. Off. Bump it over. Come back down. Oh. Oh, Fram filters. Don't use Fram filters. They're trash. Alright, here we go. Let's bounce through that. And there we go. Out of that section. And keep the speed up for this. You gotta like tire tap all the way over that to hit this just right, apparently. And then let's go for the outside. I like the outside a little bit better because you can carry a little bit more speed through there. Oh, apparently not enough to be able to launch all the way over that though, even with the hardest of the hardest with glitches. So let's get over here, a little tire tap up. And there, that's I like that line a little bit better. You tire tap up and then launch over. I think that's a more fun line to take than trying to let off for it. And we almost got the quad in right there. We did beat a minute 14 on that lap though. Let's see if we can beat a minute. We're not going to beat on this lap. There's wrecked. That's interesting thing right there. You can try and quad that maybe. Hop down all the way over the tabletop. There we go. Nice as she goes. And then we'll just bounce over. Tire tap. And one more time, launch over it. There we go. And let's bobble through. Oh no, that's gonna be living the case life right there. Is what that's gonna end up being. Hook around and let's see here. Draw a trip. Yeah, there we go. There's an easy triple. So I just want to make a lap happen. Come on. You need to go faster. Let's see here. Bounce over. But yeah, let me know. How many of you guys actually play MX Simulator? Is there a decent crowd for that? 'Cause I don't know. I did find one guy in Simulator that apparently has seen my stuff for, and he wasn't too thrilled, which was kind of funny. So I can't remember. It's like it's sort of half. My first experience going back into that was the community being as cancerous as I remember it being. But let me know if that's actually changed, if that was just a bad representation, or if people are really going to be like all screaming at each other and fighting over every little detail with that too. Wait, it's just... Oh, no, never mind. I just noticed something on the exhaust pipes in this bike that I didn't notice before. I thought it was like all, like, regs. When I repacked my exhaust in real life, I put way too much silicone all over the entire thing. I thought somebody did that on the bike skin as well, because there's a large amount of my exhaust. It looks like it's just red now, because I put too much high-temp silicone over it, because I really don't want to have to repack it again, because it's such a pain. Just like getting the outside walls of the can, like the little thin aluminum sheet metal to go back over the exhaust is the biggest pain. It's so hard to get that little thing to fit, get all of the fiberglass in there and get it to fit. And at the same time, when I was repacking it, I forgot I was working with fiberglass, and I didn't think to wear gloves. So for the whole next week, all of my hands and everything was just constantly being irritated because there's little bits of glass stuck in my hand from the fiberglass, because fiberglass is it's what it says it is. It's glass fibers. And if you don't wear gloves working with it, then you get all stuck in your hand. It's just an awful experience that I just didn't even think about ahead of time. And yeah, hopefully the repacking should last for a while though, because the stuff I pulled out was pretty toasted. It was all just completely black and burnt, so hopefully it'll last a while, because I really don't have to redo that again. Alright, anyway, we actually get the quad that time. Yes, it's doable. Nice, nice, and we got the out of bounds hitting. Dang it, but you can definitely quad out of that now, we do know. Hop down, try and actually clear this tabletop once on a lap. Closest I think we've gotten so far. I have to hit that tabletop with a lot of speed. Oh, so I get knocked out of bounds over there, but not for that. If you hit that going fast enough, you can almost like try and hip jump over that into the corner there, which should be an interesting line to try and take. And let's see here. I'm gonna whip around that. Cut down, triple, cut in, try not to even hit that berm. And then there we go, we're out. Nice. Oh, did not like that whatsoever. The berm was just super not willing to give up that little bit of extra speed there. Probably not going to make the dragon's back jump. No, we're not. You got to hit that one just right. Can bobble down here, though. I think you might be better off taking the inside line there, because it seems like every time I take the inside, it cleared that a lot smoother than taking the outside. Got a little bit of a speed bump into the corner there. There we go. I think this is definitely not the fast line through here. I think the other line where you jump over it is. I think you want to take the inside through that. But yeah, yes, we could send the quad again. That worked out. And get back over. There we go. Bobble down, and we're probably in a case of tabletop, because I think you have to take the outside line there to be able to clear the tabletop with the bike you have right now. So let's see, bounce off of that, tire tap, and double out. There we go. And let's get through here, step on, and bump off over and out. That was almost perfect. That was perfect. Nice. And hopefully we can actually clear this triple. There we go. No problem whatsoever with that. Keep it together. Keep it oh! I was going on such a good lap before that. Okay, we'll just settle down here. Let's try and tame our expectations a bit. Clear the dragons back. Definitely want to take the inside line through there, because that seems, you gotta like slow down, bobble off the inside just right, and you can clear this. And tap off into the corner, there we go. I feel like it's getting really redded up right before that corner, that's kind of neat. Let's see, to bounce off of that, really scrub that pretty hard. That, can we actually get the quad in? Probably not. No, we can case the quad though. There we go. Alright, let's go for an actual good lap through here now. Got to go to the outside. And are we going to make it? Almost. About as close as we're getting right now with that tabletop immediately after the finish line. Step on, step off, to get out. There we go. Step on, and tire tap over. There we go again. Working out pretty well for us. And just got to send a triple here. Come in a little bit different line that way. Hopefully it stays straight through there. There we go. Off the gas, use the berm. Keep the speed up. Tire tap. And keep the speed up. Ooh, we didn't quite make that. That's okay though. We're going to lose a lot of speed right there anyway, because you got to slow down for that bump. Get on the really big, right on top of the hill there. Launch that all the way over. And keep the speed up again. We'll try and take this line, because I think this is faster to hop over the hill like that instead of riding up it. And that worked out. Minute 10. Nice, we're getting faster. Getting faster. The only hard part, if you send the quad, is being able to actually make that corner through there. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can actually clear this tabletop now. We've landed that about right. There we go, we actually made it over that correctly this time, and we'll have to end up sacrificing a little bit of rhythming through here, I guess. Oh, no, actually that worked out pretty well. And then we'll have to just double over, step on, tire tap, and then we're off into the corner again. That's why I want to beat a minute 10 in this lap. That would be neat if we could just keep getting faster at this. Let's see. Right and left. This is not going to be as fast of a lap through here just because of that section. I don't think we're going to be setting any lap. And that's also going to ruin the lap down for us. That's gonna hurt. Alright, let's just finish out this lap for the video then. Let's see if we can just hop over that, and then you gotta take this. This is a really neat track, by the way, though. I do really like this. I'm gonna try and start linking tracks in the description more now, because my usual logic was if you just install a Reflex tracks, you'll know where Reflex Central is, and it's not that hard to find them since there's a huge list of tracks there, and you can just you can go to Reflex Central, hit the All Tracks button, type it, hit Control F, and then just find the track. But since that All Tracks button's apparently broken, so you can only see like the most recent 10 tracks or something like that right now, because the website is broken, it doesn't show all the tracks anymore. But if you go to the website, you notice in the links to the website, it's like @ track ID equals whatever number. You can just change the track ID number one number at a time, just to go through every single track to find the one you want to. If you do that, you can do that. But that's just going to take a really long time, because like this ID is 465. There's a lot of tracks to sort through, but hopefully I'll get that link in the description for you guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Any feedback in the comments would be just absolutely fantastic. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're new and you stuck around this far for a Reflex video, maybe you're interested and want to hit the subscribe button, let me know. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys later.